Pro Wrestling fans, we are back, and this is the final leg in the journey that is the Great American Bash. We are live from Daytona Beach, Florida, the Ocean Center. Forget the graphics saying Orlando, Florida, WWE2K17. The folks at 2K apparently don't know that anything great ever happened in the city of Daytona in the world of professional wrestling and didn't include that as an option. But we are, in fact, in Daytona for the Great American Bash. All right, here he is. He is the reigning World Heavyweight Champion. A lot of people didn't think he'd be able to do it. He came into the Great American Bash as a heavyweight champion. He has defended that title night in and night out. And now, Ric Flair on the cusp of greatness.
I stand before you all here tonight as I was over 30 days ago, the World Heavyweight Wrestling Champion, just like I told you I would be. And the World Champion has earned a well-deserved night off. Now, don't get mad at the messenger. I had planned to defend the title tonight against you, Ronnie Garvin. But like a little 12-year-old who didn't study for the big exam on Friday and knew you were going to fail, Ronnie Garvin went to some Atlanta. You shut up! Went to some Atlanta dime store doctor and got a note saying, please excuse Ronnie Garvin. He can't wrestle Ric Flair tonight because the Horsemen have beat him up too much. Are you kidding me? What's in a name? Flair says champion, greatness. Garvin says loser. Garvin says coward. Garvin says failure.
Oh, wait just a minute. We've got another Garvin here. Well, Tony Schiavone, we're looking at Jimmy Garvin. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin has been undefeated since entering the NWA here. He has gone through it. He's actually put some guys on the shelf just a little bit. The fans not necessarily impressed with him either, but one thing's for sure, he shares the name Garvin, and I don't think he's going to be very happy about some of the things Ric Flair just said. That is the brother of Ronnie Garvin.
Well, you know something, Pally? You're real proud of what you and the Horsemen have done to my brother, but when you turn around and want to talk about the name Garvin, talk about Jimmy Garvin. I have gone out all night, every night, and I've proven that I am undefeated. So what I suggest is this. You want to go after my family, now you make it personal. Personal? You had the audacity to stand in the very ring with me because you were able to beat the Vulkies? Are you kidding me? Let me tell you something right now. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, you're crossing that line. And that is the line between you and me. And I call that area no man's land. And you are stepping into no man's land, my friend. Well, that's good, man, because that's just what I want to do. I want to step into no man's land so bad that I talked to the president, and he said he wouldn't mind changing the name on the contract from Ronnie Garvin to Jimmy Garvin. I'm ready to fight you tonight. Yeah, I really don't think you understand. You've been playing Junior League Baseball, and you want to come up and step into the world of the New York Yankees, my friend. You're making a big mistake. If you think for 1 second you're going to step into the ring inside a steel cage with the Nature Boy Ric Flair, and you're going to walk out on your own power, did you not see your brother? Did you not see what we did to him? Well, I saw him. I've spent many nights in the hospital with him. 3rd-degree concussion at the hands of the Horsemen because you knew what he did to you. He knocked you out, and he was going to take that title, and you knew it. Well, trust me, I'm going to pick that ball up, and I'm going to carry it across the line, and that title will belong to a Garvin tonight. Here's what I'm going to tell you in closing, my friend. If you think the beating that Tully Blanchard had to Ronnie Garvin was bad, it is absolutely going to pale in comparison to the ass whooping I had you inside of a steel cage, my friend. Well, I guess we'll have to see about that, won't we? You've just made the biggest mistake of your life. Tonight, gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, and it's aboard Ric Flair, the World Heavyweight title inside of the steel cage. One man walks out.
Well, there you have it, wrestling fans. There's a new main event here tonight. The world title will be defended, and it'll be the Nature Boy Ric Flair against gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. All right, fans, we've already seen some blockbuster announcements made here, but more to come. We are live from the Ocean Center, Daytona Beach, Florida. We've got six-man tag team action coming your way tonight. We'll see the Varsity Club in action. The Soviet Union featuring Ivan Koloff and Nikita Koloff and a special tag team partner. We are not certain who it's going to be yet, but we've heard some rumors.
Well, you know, there have been a lot of rumors about who their opponent, or their partner rather, is going to be tonight, and I'll just say that I've had some guys in the back locker room keeping an eye out, and I've got a feeling I'll be hearing something if things change the way I think they might.
All right, the total package. Lex Luger getting a look at the Midnight Rider. The Midnight Rider recently coming on the scene. He is a longtime friend of the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. And, of course, Dusty Rhodes recently suspended indefinitely by the president of the FWF, the overseeing governing body of the NWA. President Sammartino suspending the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, due to actions against the Four Horsemen in retribution, I might add.
Well, the American Dream, Dusty Rhodes, had been on the receiving end, as have many of his friends, of a variety of injustice by the Horsemen, and he finally snapped one day and really laid into the Horsemen using steel chairs and anything he could get his hands on. And President Sammartino simply decided he had to draw a line somewhere, but, well, we hope that suspension is short-lived, but in the meantime, the Midnight Rider has come on the scene to avenge his friend.
All right, bell sounds, the total package. Lex Luger going to work on the Midnight Rider. Now, if you listen to the Horsemen, especially James J. Dillon, they'll have you believe that the Midnight Rider actually is Dusty Rhodes.
Well, I've seen no proof of evidence of that. We've got a masked man in the ring. For all we know, he could be a luchador.
Top rope down, the total package coming down across the chest of the Midnight Rider. To the ropes he goes, back out front. And Luger catches him with a power slam. And thus far, it's been all total package in this one. Well, look at this. Total package. Lex Luger going to work, taking off that turnbuckle, exposing that steel ring in the corner.
Well, Lex Luger was willing to do absolutely anything to become a member of the Four Horsemen, and he did. And now he is just living up to the moniker. Oh, look at this. The Midnight Rider going after a sledgehammer.
Yeah, it should be known if this is a Texas Death Match, wrestling fans. That was the request of the Midnight Rider, so it's all legal in this one. Total package, Lex Luger going to work with that sledgehammer, finding its mark. And now running Bulldog.
Finally, the Midnight Rider able to put some offense on the table. Now, can he build upon it? We'll have to see, but right now he's doing a little bit of a number on the total package.
Reverse suplex nicely executed right there by the total package. Lex Luger puts the leg. It's 1, 2, and that's all he's going to get. A little bit early in the contest, I would say. Fans, if you think it's been a long, hot summer, trust me, it's going to be heating up right here inside the Daytona Ocean Center. As this night progresses, we now know the steel cage will be erected and the title will be defended against Garvin. It's just not going to be Ronnie Garvin.
Well, when you talk about beatings and crossing the line, what Tully Blanchard did
to Ronnie Garvin. Should have had him suspended, in my opinion, but once again, the powers that be. Lex Luger really doing a job on the Midnight Rider here. Into the turnbuckle he goes, and now what is Luger going to do? Oh, he got caught, and now the Midnight Rider hammering back and forth with Luger. They change blows. Oh, he suplexed him on the sledgehammer. A running clothesline. We don't want to forget about that loaded forearm, that the surgically repaired form of Lex Luger after a very terrible motorcycle accident. Had to have steel rods placed in that right forearm, and he'll use that as a weapon. Totally legal in this match anyway, it would be, but because it's part of his genetic makeup at this point, there's nothing that the NWA can do to sanction anything against him using the forearm. Oh, now he's got him up with a torture rack. Oh, the Midnight Rider's in trouble. He's up in the torture rack, and many people have given it up at this point. But he doesn't. He slips out the back door and drops Luger on his head. Oh, look at this. Left hand jabs. Very familiar indeed. Perhaps paying homage to his friend Dusty Rhodes. Oh, man, a elbow. Luger's down. Referee's there. 1, 2. Oh, and he just gets a shoulder off the mat. Wow, I tell you right now, that is unbelievable how close the Midnight Rider came, and now he is using the sledgehammer on Lex Luger. Nobody's going to argue that Lex Luger's got $1 million body, but even with the physique he's got, nobody is going to take a sledgehammer shot and not feel the repercussions of it. As the Rider comes down with that elbow one more time on Lex Luger, who tries to take the momentum away, hooks a leg. Oh, 2 and almost 3 right there. But again, the Midnight Rider with just enough to kick out. Luger drives that knee right to the head. Misses with the elbow. Well, they came down on the elbow that you mentioned earlier, surgically repaired. You almost have to wonder if that would be a kind of thing that could actually re-aggravate that injury in some way. He's stretching out the Midnight Rider. A variation of the camel clutch, but it wasn't enough. And now it is the Midnight Rider. What's he got in mind? Shin buster down, and he will jack that knee up with a move like that. Oh, once again, the Rider teeing off on the total package. Down he goes, and now the momentum squarely behind the Midnight Rider. Well, Luger taking time to play to this crowd. I don't know if that's the right idea. Look at the Midnight Rider trying. Luger's got him up now. Gutbuster. Driving the wind right out of the body of the Midnight Rider, who is in trouble now, but he retaliates, and Luger is now looking up at the lights. Going to work on that trapezius muscles of Lex Luger. Luger is so well defined in the upper body, not sure how much effect that's going to have on him. And now the Midnight Rider sizing up the total package. Elbow one more time. Hooks the leg. Will it be enough? The referee is in position. Luger's in trouble. But he manages to get his shoulder off the mat, and look at the frustration of the Midnight Rider. He is frustrated. He really thought he had Luger beat that time, and Quite frankly, I think everybody else in the Daytona Ocean Center thought so as well.
Irish whip into the turnbuckle, and as of yet, we haven't seen that exposed turnbuckle used. DDT!
Well, Luger, I believe, has been busted open. He has. He's bleeding.
The blood flows. The total package is in trouble. He might not be able to kick out of this one. But he does.
But look at him. He is hemorrhaging blood. Is Lex Luger. The Midnight Rider regaining his composure, trying to figure out what he's got to do to end this one because Luger's a bloody mess.
Folks, in the Texas Death Match, anything goes. So far, they're keeping it in the ring. They have used a sledgehammer. But at some point in time, don't be surprised. Oh, look at this small package. He caught him, rolls him up.
And Luger once again managing just barely to beat the count.
Fans, I cannot believe the resilience of the total package. Another elbow. That's got to be it. And wait a minute.
Well, something's funny there because I heard the referee strike the mat 3 times.
Well, the Rider going back to the sledgehammer as they now fight over it. Luger shoves the butt end of the handle into the midsection of the Midnight Rider.
Oh, big elbow drop right there by Luger. Oh, look at him smashing the elbow into the mat. He knows. Oh, there's that forearm we talked about it earlier.
Luger just ran and drove that. Wait a minute. There's no way. Once again, a 2 count. We spoke about that forearm earlier in the steel plates that were inserted. He tried using it here and almost got away with it. Luger is exhausted as well. He should be. The blood getting into the eyes. You have to wonder how that's going to affect him moving forward.
Oh, wait. He's got him up. He's in the torture rack. This might be all she wrote.
The Midnight Rider struggling to stay in this one. He does escape. There's a DDT in Luger. Taking the sledgehammer to the back.
Now attacking the leg. The Midnight Rider is really doing a number on Lex Luger. He has made it his mission in life to dismantle the 4 Horsemen. 2 count, and he manages to get out of it.
Well, to your point, Lex Luger knows that the Midnight Rider is here for just one reason. That is to dissect and eliminate. Oh, look at this. Luger's got his feet up on the rope. Referee doesn't see it. And the Rider's still able to kick out.
Oh, tremendous DDT right there by Lex Luger.
The Rider slips out the back door. Reverse suplex. Trying to jam that sledgehammer into the chest, but no effect. It missed. Winds him up and drops Luger. The big elbow.
Oh, that might be all she wrote right there. The Midnight Rider playing to this audience, which I think is a mistake. He should have gone for the win.
Everything Luger's trying right now is being countered by the Midnight Rider. Reverse suplex it out. Luger thinks he's got him beat. 2 count only.
What is it going to take for one of these 2 men to not be able to kick out? They've taken each other's best and are still standing somehow. Luger, a blood-soaked mess. He's got him up once again in the torture rack, and this could be all she wrote.
Ryder once again survives and hits Luger with another DDT, and that might have knocked him out.
No, he's out on a count of one. This is something else, fans. This is our opening contest. Can you imagine?
Tremendous knee lift that time by Lex Luger. Thinks he might have it. Hooks the leg. Referee's got two, and that's all he's going to get.
These two men have beaten the holy hell out of one another in this one, and they are both still going.
And to that point made earlier, that turnbuckle pad has been missing in the upper left corner for most of this match, and nobody has yet taken advantage of it. Oh, once again, the big elbow finding a mark.
Oh, I think he should have gone for the pin attempt right there. It might have been enough.
The Midnight Rider continues to hand out. Oh, look at this. Hammering down on that busted open forehead of Luger. His eyes rolled back. And he still manages to kick out.
Yeah, but the blood is really flowing now, and the referee may have to get involved in this one. Luger can't possibly be able to see at this point in the match.
He's got him caught up. Took too much time. And again, the Midnight Rider sends him flying. Inverted atomic knee drop. Sizing him up.
Oh, the elbow right there. Look at the blood all over the body of Lex Luger. Hooks the leg, and that should be yes. It's over.
Fans, when you want to talk about match of the year candidates, you've got to add this one to the list. And this is just the opening match.
I'll tell you right now, we've seen it all here. What a battle between these two men. They really tore into each other. You want to talk about being taken out behind the woodshed. I'll tell you.
Look at this. Midnight Rider just hammering down into that busted open forehead. There was a moment where Luger's eyes rolled back in his head, and I was pretty sure it was over then. But it was definitely over after this one.
Well, that's not the way the Horsemen want the night to start, and they'd better hope it's not the way the night ends.
Fans, stick around. We've got plenty more Great American Bash here on the final night.
are back. Once again, live from Daytona Beach, the Ocean Center, the world famous. Well, it's world famous to everybody except 2K Sports, who didn't bother to include it. Entering the ring this time, they are the Midnight Express fans. This is the final match between the Midnight Express and their opponents here tonight. The Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey and Dr. Tom Pritchard. Whichever one of these two teams loses tonight, they will have to leave the NWA.
Well, this has been building for quite some time now. The animosity between these two teams. Jim Cornette at one point in time was also managing the Heavenly Bodies. They are the Crockett Cup Memorial Tag Team Champions. We see them with those belts. Well, you would see the belts except for the fact that 2K doesn't know how to make them go outside the body.
The fault that one of these two tag teams is going to be gone after tonight. That's a reality check. That's something that you've just got to really let sink in for a moment. Now, in the last couple of weeks, there's been a little rift between the members of the Midnight Express, it appears. Fans, we want to say a big shout out to all the fans watching us live on the Nation Network. We've got fans from around the world, Australia, the United States, Italy, in the house representing today, and we appreciate all of you being here. Also a reminder, you can follow all things that are under the FWF banner by following us on Twitter at Invasion Nation. All right, beautiful Bobby getting things started right now, going to work on Dr. Tom Pritchard. And now Pritchard will kick off. There he goes. And now what's he going to do? Oh, trying to go to work on Bobby. And he's got him tied up in the ropes.
Well, there's the Irish whip, and that's what he needed to do, is get him into the opposite corner, and he does. And now here go the Heavenly Bodies. They're going to do what they do best, and that is tag team wrestling.
Well, you don't win the Jim Crockett Senior Memorial Tournament by luck. These guys went through some of the greatest tag teams in all of wrestling. Nobody picked them to be the winners, but they are. They did it.
And truth be told, they got past the Midnight Express along the way, so...
Irish whip to the ropes. Jimmy Del Rey drops down. Stan Lane goes over the top. Drop kick right on the money. And now Del Rey goes for the cover. Gets one, and that's all.
Well, I'll tell you right now, Jim Cornette took a deep breath.
Again with the Irish whip. Again the drop down. And another drop kick finding its mark. Stan Lane is stunned.
Well, it doesn't sound like the crowd is too much behind them right now, but the Heavenly Bodies really don't care about anyone and their opinion. They are all about the victories, and that is what got them as far as they've had a tremendous season here. Both of these teams have, really. It's a shame that one of them will not be with us after tonight.
Oh, he's going for it. Looking it over at belly to belly, but Stan Lane had other ideas. Well, there you see it again. Bobby Eaton was going for the move. Stan Lane had an idea. The two of them kind of just not quite in sync lately, and this could be a problem. Tonight would not be the right night to not have both men on the same page.
Oh, Bobby Eaton, nice job right there, using his body weight and momentum against him.
Dr. Tom Pritchard is down at the moment. He's having a little bit of trouble getting back to his feet, using the ropes. I didn't think he was hurt that badly. Bobby Eaton in from behind, neck breaker. There's the tag to Stan Lane. Irish whip, and now he reverses it. Now Lane is on the apron. Brings him back in the hard way. Goes for the cover. Hooks the leg. Oh, look at this. He's got his feet up on the rope.
Oh, if you can believe that the Midnight Express might have been eliminated by that maneuver.
Nice reversal by Dr. Tom Pritchard. Now he is walking Stan Lane over to the corner. There's the tag. Now double team coming up. Fans, it is getting ugly in this one right now. Del Rey hammering away on Stan Lane. Snap suplex takes him down.
Oh, right now I've got to say the Midnight Express, it's been close, but I would give the advantage in this one to the Heavenly Bodies, in my opinion. Right now they have got this thing going in their direction. Here's another reverse to the Irish whip. Oh, big right hand, and he drops him all the way.
Out on the concrete floor here in Daytona. What better place to wrap up the Great American Bash, fans? It has been an incredible month of wrestling. We have seen the Nature Boy Ric Flair with 30 title defenses in just over 30 days.
Well, he's got a big one here tonight, and he didn't know about until the last moment, but giving credit where credit is due, he didn't run from the opportunity, and he could have made an argument.
Well, it sounds to me like it was already a signed deal by the president. And wait a minute! That could be all she wrote. One. Save made by Bobby Eaton, or else this one would have been over.
Jim Cornette up on the apron. He's seen his meal ticket go south.
Sweet Stan Lane needs to make that tag, and he needs to do it quickly because he's in trouble. Now Stan Lane using those educated feet, doing a number on him, but down he goes. Del Rey's in trouble.
Oh, but he's able to kick out by the count of two.
Jimmy Del Rey, Sweet Stan Lane right now, the legal man in the ring. Del Rey is in the wrong corner. The tag is made. Oh, could it be the rocket launcher? No! Bobby Eaton with a huge splash.
Well, Tom Pritchard coming in almost a moment too late, but he was there just in time. And
tied him upside down. He's in the tree of woe. Del Rey choking Bobby Eaton out. Once again. Wait, what's he got to do here? Jimmy Del Rey. Whoa, moonsault. He's got two. Oh, and he almost had him for three.
Well, I thought it was all over. Dan Lane on the apron right now is in no condition.
Bob Eaton with that running Alabama leg jam. To the turnbuckle he goes. Thought he was going to make the tag, but he didn't. Instead, he puts him back in the trio once again. Choking him out. He's got that foot right underneath the chin.
Jimmy Del Rey is in trouble. He's got to make the tag and get out of that corner.
Well, there's the reverse Irish whip into the corner he goes. And Del Rey just ran into the big boot. Beautiful Bob Eaton driving him into the mat. Slide out drop kick. With that running Alabama jam by Bob Eaton.
Well, I'll tell you right now, that's the nicer version of that move, and if he gets him up off that top rope with it, we've seen a lot of guys stay down for a 3 count following that maneuver.
Oh, from the top rope, slamming it down. Dan Lane really showing the effects of this match on the apron. He is in so much trouble. I don't know that Bob Eaton's going to be able to have a tag made. He might have to finish this match out. Tremendous suplex right there. Now Del Rey going outside the ring. Now he sends Bobby Eaton into the corner. Makes the tag for the double team. Here we go. Irish whip to the ropes. Oh, look at this. Taking a page out of the book of the Midnight Express. Wait a minute. What's going on here?
What in the hell has just happened?
Well, we talked about members of the Midnight Express being on different pages lately, but then we just saw that. I am so confused right now. Now Bobby Eaton driving the point of the elbow right to the forehead. Once again taking him over. Dr. Tom Pritchard in the control of the situation at this moment, but the question is, can he continue the momentum? Drives the knee down to the chest, and Bobby Eaton is now in trouble.
Well, you see Tom Pritchard play into this audience once again.
He's got him up on his feet. Powerbomb. He hooks the leg. Bobby Eaton, this might be it. Bobby Eaton just barely gets a shoulder off the mat.
Tom Pritchard is saying something to him. He wants him to get back up to his feet.
Textbook suplex.
Well, I'll tell you, this is going to be a moment right here because We're looking at a piece of NWA history in the Midnight Express, and it looks inevitable at this point as Jim Cornette looking on from outside the ring. It just seems inevitable that this is going to be the last ride for the Midnight Express.
The double team one more time. Here it comes. Finding its mark. Goes for the cover, does the Gigolo. He gets two, and again Bobby Eaton manages to survive.
Well, Bobby Eaton might be surviving, but he is just barely surviving. You can see he's right now defenseless referee getting a close look up.
Up in the air now. Look at this. What's Eaton going to do? Drops him on the back of his head, and he's going to make the tag. Yes!
Finally gets the job done, making the tag. Stan Lane comes back in. We're going to see how much he's got left in him, though.
He was on the apron and in a lot of trouble for a very long time. And now, look at this with his feet up on the rope. Bobby Eaton hooks up. Look at this. The Midnight Express win.
I don't believe it.
What an unbelievable comeback. Fans, the Midnight Express are victorious. He got his feet up on the middle rope for leverage. Referee didn't see it. Bobby Eaton came in and with a textbook bulldog prevented the save from being made.
Well, now, before anyone talks about feet on the ropes, we just saw it right there. The Heavenly Bodies tried it first. The Midnight Express did it better.
Fans looking back on moments from this one, it looked like it was written that the Midnight Express were leaving the NWA, but now we know it's going to be the Heavenly Bodies taking that long journey home. There it is, hooks the leg. Sean Pritchard was about to make the save. Bobby Eaton from out of nowhere. The Midnight Express are staying right here in the NWA.
And there is a very happy James E. Cornette. Fans, tonight we have seen nothing but classic wrestling action, and there's so much more still to come. Stay with us for the final night of the Great American Bash.
We'll be back, fans. All right, fans. Well, we are at the Ocean Center. We are in Daytona Beach, Florida. We've got a very special championship match coming your way. Championship Wrestling from Florida, an NWA subsidiary, has agreed to have their championship defended right here tonight as part of the Great American Bash. There is the reigning champion, the Outlaw Ron Bass.
Well, Outlaw Ron Bass, he's as big and bad as they come.
The reigning champion right there is Ron Bass. Not going to find a lot of fans here in the Florida area, though. His methods and means just a little bit, let's say, outside the box.
Well, he never met a rule he wouldn't break, I'll tell you that right now.
And he's going to be going up against a very popular individual. This is Barry Windham.
Well, we saw Barry Windham during the Great American Bash push the world champion to the limit. It looked for a moment as if he were going to win that match and become the new world champion.
Well, indeed, Barry Windham, a very capable, very experienced wrestler. Great legacy in that family. Of course, Blackjack Mulligan, his father, one half of the legendary Blackjack team, Blackjack Mulligan and Lanza, of course. So Barry Windham has grown up in this business, and it was a very natural fit. All right, there we have it. The Florida Heavyweight Championship, and it is on the line as part of the Great American Bash. There is your champion, Outlaw Ron Bass. Will he still be the champion when that bell rings? And, of course, the challenger out of Sweetwater, Texas, the one, the only Barry Windham, formerly half of America, not America's team, but the U.S. Express, I beg your pardon.
Well, we all saw what happened with that one. Mike Rotundo turning his back on Barry Windham. Now a member of the varsity club under the tutelage of Kevin Sullivan, another native here of the Central Florida area when it comes to wrestling homes.
Indeed, Kevin Sullivan is a member of the Florida Championship Wrestling family. All right, bells down. See Subban meet in the middle of the ring, these two big Texans, and this is an anything-goes match. Call it a Texas death match if you want to. There are no rules. Do what you gotta do.
Do you think we're going to see the big outlaw bring Miss Betsy out tonight?
Well, he does like that cowbell of his, Miss Betsy, as he likes to refer to her. If he decides to do it, it's perfectly legal in this one. Big suplex, and Barry Windham goes down. Battle of Texas going on right here.
In the state of Florida, go figure.
Both of these men exchanging blows back and forth. Fans, we're still coming down from the last one. I gotta tell you right now, it's been an entire night of Match of the Year candidates, and we're looking to see if we can get another one here.
Well, Bass is on the top rope. That's not something we're used to seeing from him, but he does it. Executes it perfectly. Hits with that flying crossbody block.
Face first planting the champion into the mat. And now Barry Windham Seems like he might have got riled up a little bit.
Oh, coming off that rope, and he misses with the elbow. But he does not have to pay the price more than what... Oh, look at this. Ron Bass just caught him right there.
Those heavy forearms by Ron Bass. Going for the cover. It's a little bit early in this one, but he's going to try his luck.
Well, I can't blame the man for trying, but to your point, that you're going to have to wear Barry Windham down a whole lot more than that.
Barry Windham now again driving Ron Bass into the mat. Got him up in the air, scoops up. Power slam, and Windham just got shaken up all the way down. He's not moving.
That drove the life out of Barry Windham. Look at this. Barry's in trouble.
Windham might need the ropes to get back up. Oh, the claw! The big outlaw goes for the cover. And he wins the match.
I'm not going to make any excuses. I will say, however, I have to wonder how much that battle with Ric Flair just this week might have taken out of Barry Windham, because that was not the performance that we would have expected to see from him. And he and Flair went over 30 minutes in a grueling matchup.
Well, that is the way the game has played, and there are no off seasons, there are no off nights. When you're a wrestler, you know each and every time you step in the ring, there he is still, the Florida heavyweight champion, the Outlaw Ron Bass. Fans, we got plenty more action. Stay with us. right, fans, entering the ring, and this time they are the challengers for the NWA World Tag Team titles tonight. Terry Funk, Larry Zbyszko. Larry Zbyszko, some 10 months ago, was unceremoniously ejected from the Four Horsemen.
Well, it wasn't just Larry Zbyszko. It was Larry Zbyszko and Bobby the Brain Heenan.
Well, that's when the Horsemen made the big change. They brought Tully Blanchard back in. They brought James J. Dillon back in. And we can't argue with the results. The Horsemen have the World Heavyweight title. The Horsemen have the Tag Team titles. The Horsemen have the World Television title. There's only one belt still out there they don't own, and that's the U.S. title. And if you listen to them any given day, they can take that back as well. But this is definitely a get back, get even situation. There's no two ways about it. Larry Zbyszko wants to make them rule the day. They kicked him to the curb. This is very personal for Larry Zbyszko. Make no mistake.
Well, it's understandable, too, because, again, Larry Zbyszko refers to himself as the living legend. There are those that may dispute that fact, but be that as it may, Larry Zbyszko is an icon in professional wrestling. He has been up and down the same roads as everyone on the Horsemen. He has been very successful along the way. And to be told, sorry, you don't cut it here with this group, is something very personal to him. And I know the kind of man Larry Zbyszko is. He's going to get even if he can. And no better way to hurt the Horsemen than to take gold away from them.
Will he be able to do it? That's the question. Take a look at the Horsemen wearing the belts. Will they continue to wear them tonight?
We have seen so much unbelievable action here in Daytona so far tonight to finish up the Great American Bash. Lex Luger and the Midnight Rider, the Midnight Express against the now gone Heavenly Bodies.
And now the tag team titles will be on the line and defended. This is the first title opportunity for Terry Funk and Larry Zbyszko. They have beaten Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard in non-title matches. This is their first opportunity to do it with the belts on the line.
And if you're listening to the Horsemen, this is the first and last opportunity for them.
All right, the referee will take those belts away from the Horsemen. They will be held at ringside until this match is over, and that's when they'll be given to the winner and the either reigning or new champions.
All right, the bell sounds, action underway. Arn Anderson was saying something to Tully Blanchard there, turned his back for just a moment. Oh, look at this, going to work on his former partner.
Larry Zbyszko, into the he goes. Oh, wait a minute, Anderson missing that one. Oh, he got on the clothesline. And takes him all the way down to the floor. Now James J. Dillon and Arn Anderson discussing situation right here. Larry Zbyszko doesn't seem like he wants to allow them to have time. And now, oh, wait a minute, Anderson accidentally hit James J. Dillon.
Well, I think he got turned around a little bit.
And now Larry Zbyszko into the steel post. Zbyszko's got him. Belly to back suplex on the floor. Anderson's in trouble.
Oh, and now look at this, being distracted.
Anderson just caught the steel post. Tully Blanchard now getting involved with an atomic knee drop.
Arn Anderson back in, distracting the referee. And now look at this, Larry Zbyszko and Tully Blanchard gone at it.
Back elbow by Anderson now, tee it off on Zbyszko. Suplex, perfectly executed, floats over the top, gets one, and that's all you're going to get. Larry Zbyszko needs to... Oh, the referee just got taken out, to say the least. Tag is made, and now from the middle rope, down across the arm, the Horsemen doing what they do best.
Well, I'll tell you, the referee did a good job of shaking it off, but he got trampled. Zbyszko, however, with that Russian leg sweep, needs to make the tag, and he does.
Tully Blanchard got distracted by the still the part. Oh, look at that move right there by Tully Blanchard. Tremendous suplex, and he floats over the top. The foot of Terry Funk is outside the rope. Referee doesn't see it.
Nice clothesline right there by Tully Blanchard. Of course, his father, a professional wrestler, Joe Blanchard, before him. We see so much of this now here with the second generation superstars of wrestling.
Well, when you talk about generational wrestling, you talk about the Funk family. Dory Sr., Dory Jr., the brother of Terry Funk. A family of world champions.
Larry Zbyszko thought he was going to take advantage of a stunned Tully Blanchard, but it didn't work out that way.
Instead, it is Tully Blanchard taking the beating to Larry Zbyszko. There's the tag, yes. Once again, a double team. Zbyszko's got that arm stretched out, and Anderson comes down across the arm.
Oh, but Zbyszko taking him down and going to work on the leg of Anderson.
Larry Zbyszko making a tag, and I'm a little surprised. I didn't think he would. I thought he'd want Anderson to himself. For him personally, I think that's the biggest insult. Not that Ric Flair wanted him out, not that Lex Luger wanted him out, but that he was tag team partners with Arn Anderson when there was no Four Horsemen.
And now Terry Funk, former heavyweight champion of the world, taking down the television champion and tag team champion Arn Anderson.
Think of how much gold either is currently in this ring or has been around the waist of men in this ring right now. You've got Larry Zbyszko. He is a former world heavyweight champion from the AWA. Terry Funk, former NWA world champion, former ECW world champion.
But it is Arn Anderson right now going coast to coast. Terry Funk on the receiving end of a lot of this punishment here on the final night of the Great American Bash.
Nice arm grab takedown by Terry Funk. Stalls the offense of Arn Anderson, and now the Texas Bulldog. Terry Funk just nailed him with it, but Anderson retaliates with his own. There's the Irish whip to the ropes he goes. Just caught him with a huge DDT. Meantime, Tully Blanchard going to work on Larry Zbyszko. Well, that didn't work out the way he wanted it to.
Suplex by Anderson. He floats over. Referee is in position.
It took him a couple of seconds as his attention was distracted from the match in the ring by the match outside the ring. Oh, to the eyes! Terry Funk blinding Anderson.
Oh, both of these teams really going at it, letting it all hang out. Not one man in this match right here is above bending, if not breaking the rules.
Terry Funk shoots the leg, spinning toe hold.
That's the move that won him the NWA World Title. Will it be enough?
Anderson is in trouble. Corkscrew neck breaker, and Terry Funk goes down.
The enforcer, Arn Anderson, right now making the tag once again, and again they're going to target the arm of Terry Funk.
Stuns Tully Blanchard with that jaw jacker. Blanchard's in trouble. Oh, he's hammering away on the forehead. Look at the suplex right there, nicely executed. Tully Blanchard bringing him over to the corner.
Reverse suplex, and now Terry Funk is really feeling the pain of this one.
Nice reversal by Terry Funk, however. Oh, Tully Blanchard. And now Tully Blanchard setting him up. This could be it. The slingshot suplex. Tully nails him with it.
Oh, and he takes him over to his corner, which is where he wants to be.
2 count, and he manages somehow to kick out.
Terry Funk now trying to regain control of this one because he's been on the receiving end of a lot of this punishment.
Tully Blanchard out the back door on a 1 count.
You saw Tully Blanchard trying to lunge out at Terry Funk, but he didn't have enough in him to do anything.
Oh, he does this time. Deep arm drag right there by Tully Blanchard. Slams him on the bad arm. That's the same arm they've been targeting in the corner.
Well, if you're Tully Blanchard right now, you know.
Pulls him off the ropes. Belly to back. Tully nails him with a DDT. Look at Terry Funk busted wide open.
Well, that's the funny thing about spilling your own blood. It can have 2 effects on you. There are those that break down and those that rise up, and Terry Funk is a guy who, when he sees the blood in the water, whether it's his or his opponent's, he will stream to life.
Blanchard with a suplex. Slingshots him again. Referee in position 2. And again, Terry Funk managing somehow to escape the hold.
Oh, he's got a pile driver.
That's it. Terry Funk's out. Look at him. He's got nothing left. But somehow, wait a minute, what happened there? Tully Blanchard. A lot of action taking place in that corner. Terry Funk, the blood streaming down the face of Terry Funk.
Well, nothing new. Terry Funk is not a stranger to bloodshed. It's never stopped him before, and I doubt very seriously that it's going to stop him now.
Terry Funk binding the legs up. Oh, look at it. He's trying to get that submission. Tully Blanchard nailed him in that busted open forehead.
Really going to work on Terry now.
Look at the face. Terry Funk is hemorrhaging. And now there's a double team in the corner. Anderson tagging himself in. Continues the beating. Now Tully Blanchard tagging himself in.
There is no way Terry Funk is going to survive this.
Look at this. Anderson with a drop kick. Hooks the leg. And it's all over. Tully Blanchard just gave the look to Larry Zbyszko and said, "You're out, buddy." Wow, that was a tremendous match. Great finish. The Horsemen managed to maintain the Tag Team Championship. Will they retain the World title tonight?
Well, I'll tell you right now, looking back on some of the highlights from this one, they targeted the arm so many times, and here is a setup to the end. That drop kick really took it out of Terry Funk.
Well, that's it, fans. The winners, still the Tag Team Champions, Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard, the Four Horsemen. We are making history here on the final night of the Great American Bash. There are your champions, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back with plenty more. Stay with us live from Daytona.
Hey, listen up, all you dudes out there. If you're watching the Nation Network, brother, then I gotta tell you something. The rest of the month of August is gonna be WCW, and you know what that means? The New World Order. For life.
right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back live from the Ocean Center. As we take a look at the Varsity Club. Dr. Death Steve Williams, Mike Rotundo.
Well, we talked earlier on when Barry Windham was out here about how he and Rotundo were a part of the tag team referred to as the U.S. Express. Rotundo bailed on him several weeks ago, listening to the siren call of Kevin Sullivan, and here you have it.
All right, well, here come the opposition tonight, starting first with Magnum TA.
Well, Magnum TA just a couple of weeks ago, a little less than that actually, very close to becoming the world champion. He took Ric Flair once again all the way to the limit. Caught him with that belly-to-belly suplex. It looked like it was going to be all over.
Well, Magnum TA has not given up that fight. He is going to take that world title away from Ric Flair. Just ask him, he'll tell you. And here comes his tag team partners, Ricky and Robert, the Rock and Roll Express.
Well, the roof is going to come off the Ocean Center. Ricky and Robert. Huge fan following here in the South.
All right, the bell sounds, action's underway. Magnum TA and Kevin Sullivan locking it up.
This is our first look at Kevin Sullivan actually in the wrestling ring as a competitor now.
Well, ever since coming into the NWA, he made it clear that this was going to be the summer of Sullivan.
Well, he's had a pretty strong showing so far, and the summer's not over yet.
Ricky Morton from the ropes. Oh, caught him upside the back of the head with that Sabat kick.
Oh, but he missed off the top rope there. Sullivan is a wily veteran. This is a man who will throw caution to the wind. He does not care. He'll do whatever it takes to win a match.
No doubt about that. Kevin Sullivan is known for violence. He is known for pushing the envelope. Look at this. Rotundo trying to get Morton to tap out. And he almost did.
Former All-American from Syracuse University, Mike Rotundo.
Now it is Magnum TA locking up with Mike Rotundo. Referee tried desperately to maintain order, but right now it's 3 men in the ring, so one of them's got to go.
Just sent Rotundo shoulder first into the steel post.
Once again, fans, we want to thank all of you watching us live on the Nation Network. We appreciate your continued support for the wrestling programming that we bring you. Rotundo, nice wrestling move right there. Makes the tag out.
And I think that's part of the frustration for a lot of the fans right now is Mike Rotundo is very capable of being a tremendous scientific wrestler, and he'll show it at moments, but has chosen to take on this side of Kevin Sullivan and the shortcut, cheap shot tactics that go with it.
We have seen so many classic wrestling matches here tonight, fans. Tag team title match just moments ago. We saw the elimination match between the Midnight Express and the Heavenly Bodies. As Robert Gibson goes to work on the right arm of Dr. Death Steve Williams.
Well, that's a smart move right there, because if you can make Dr. Death Steve Williams a one-armed fighter, that's going to go a long way, because Dr. Death Steve Williams will absolutely thrash you if he's in 100%.
Well, of course, former standout football player for the University of Oklahoma, Dr. Death Steve Williams. Kevin Sullivan was very methodical when he put this team together, calling them the Varsity Club.
Well, he's also made comments that we may not have seen the last of it, and there may be more still to come. Tag now made, and Kevin Sullivan into the ring.
Fans, we still have more six-man tag team action coming your way. The Russians will be in the house. Ivan and Nikita Koloff, along with a tag team partner. We don't yet know who it is, even though we've been hearing some rumors. Ricky Morton now going to work on Kevin Sullivan. Dropping down across the knee. Oh, all the bodies are down. Look at this. The referee is down. 3 of the 6 competitors are down.
It is pandemonium in the ring right now. Referee still not able to get up.
Of course, we are all waiting anxiously for our main event for the World Heavyweight title inside the steel cage. Ric Flair, now we know, going up against gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. Gone to the eyes, look at this! Rakes the eyes of Ricky Morton.
Well, if he's blind, he's not going to be able to fight effectively, and Dr. Death Steve Williams knows that.
Steve Williams, a powerhouse in his own right. Look at this! From the top, Ricky Morton catches him! Hurricane Rana! And now Dr. Death Steve Williams sent into the corner.
Well, that's the wrong corner. He doesn't want to be in that one. From the rope, down goes Robert Gibson across the shoulder. That type of move can cause some real serious damage to a shoulder joint. Separations, tears of ligaments, cartilage.
Another Hurricane Rana on top by Robert Gibson. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Will that be enough? No.
But the other members of the Varsity Club were in very quickly to make sure.
Yeah, we mentioned earlier that the Russians are going to have 3 members here tonight. Well, we didn't mention... Oh, look at that. Sullivan just took Robert Gibson and throws him off the rope. Their opponents, however, are going to be Sergeant Slaughter and his hand-picked tag team partners, Road Warriors, Animal, and Hawk.
Yeah, the Road Warriors haven't been on the fan favorite side in recent weeks and months, ever since losing the tag team titles to the Rock and Roll Express. But when it came to the Russians, at the end of the day, they may be from the bad streets of Chicago, but Chicago is still America. Dr. Nut Steve Williams throwing Robert Gibson across the ring.
Oh, again to the eyes, raking the eyes. Follows it up with a Russian leg sweep.
He's been stunned right there. Now Gibson drop kicks the leg.
Robert Gibson, that was a good move right there. Oh, look at this. He bridges back into the suplex. Will it be enough?
Kevin Sullivan just got railed out over the top rope, but Dr. Death had enough in him to kick out on his own. Tremendous job right there by Ricky Morton, though, to keep them from breaking up the pin attempt.
Hammering down now on the head of Robert Gibson. He's been busted open.
The blood is flowing now, and will the Varsity Club be able to get this one and put it away?
Magnum TA with a cheap shot. Dr. Death not too happy about that. But Robert Gibson laying in a pool of his own blood. Slowly to his feet. Dr. Death's got him up. Power slam. And it's over.
Wow, what a tremendous victory for the Varsity Club.
I've got to tell you, I'm a little surprised. Look at that. All the bodies hit the floor. We see Gibson right there with that Hurricane Rama. Nice shoulder block by Dr. Death Steve Williams. Northern Light suplex almost enough. There it was, that power slam. And perhaps from this angle we'll see what happened. But the Rock and Roll Express, Ricky Morton was not able to get there in time, nor was Magnum TA. There are your winners. Kevin Sullivan, besides himself. The Varsity Club with a most impressive victory.
Well, I've got to agree, that was huge. And Kevin Sullivan making everyone aware.
All right, fans, there we got to look at the Soviet Union. Ivan and Nikita Koloff. Nikita Koloff began the Great American Bash on the 4th of July by taking the United States title off of Sergeant Slaughter.
Well, not only did he take it, he's maintained it all this time.
Well, fans, we do have a major announcement to make that we've been waiting. Now is the time we're going to share that with you. Nikita Koloff has stated he will not defend the United States title again unless he has an opportunity to defend it in Moscow, Russia. The NWA has agreed, and we will be going to Moscow, Russia.
Now that's about as big as it gets.
Well, that's it. The rumors are true. That's Crusher Khrushchev.
Well, that's Crusher Khrushchev, all right. He's known as other things in other places, I suppose. You see him bringing in one half of the LWF Tag Team titles.
Crusher Khrushchev has rejoined the Soviet Union. That was the rumor I'd been hearing, but I didn't want to say anything until I knew for sure. But now it is a fact. And here come the opposition. The Legion of Doom, the Road Warriors.
Well, the Road Warriors have said to anyone out there that'll listen, don't get used to this. They haven't necessarily turned over a new leaf. They just want a piece of these Russians.
Well, Sergeant Slaughter knows how to pick them. Those are his tag team partners. We talked about how the Great American Bash got kicked off. Sergeant Slaughter has stated that without question, without doubt, he is going to make sure it doesn't end the way it began. The NWA will be in Moscow. For the first time ever, North American Professional Wrestling will be center stage in the Soviet Union.
Well, we can be sure that this man, Sergeant Slaughter, will be in attendance.
Well, sounds action's underway. Ivan Koloff locking up right now with Road Warrior Animal. Animal with that top wrist lock. Down goes Ivan Koloff, the Russian Bear. Very strong individual in his own right, former World Heavyweight Champion. But when he matches powers with Animal, that might be a little bit more than even he can handle.
Well, when you look at the Road Warriors, you're looking at a couple of guys who don't miss any days in the gym, that's for sure.
Now Slaughter's in the ring. Back body drop just caught him. Road Warrior taking a little extra time getting out of there. Sergeant Slaughter just got back, body dropped, and now tag is made. Here comes Nikita Koloff. To the ropes he goes, and now look at this, Slaughter. Going after Koloff, and he got caught in a side tilt-a-whirl slam by Nikita Koloff, hammering down on the head of Slaughter.
Oh, Nikita Koloff and Sergeant Slaughter are no strangers to one another.
And now Slaughter putting a boot to him. Koloff in the corner. Slaughter with that cannon clothesline. Follow him in, and the fans here in Daytona approve. Double DDT right there. Down he goes. Going to work on Sergeant Slaughter. And referee going to have to do something about this. One count only. Slaughter gets out the back door. All 6 men were in the ring at one time. Out he goes, and now Slaughter down. Crusher Khrushchev just felt all of that one. Irish whip to the rope. Slaughter back out front, trying to catch him, and he couldn't. Reverses now as Khrushchev sends him in. Back elbow finds its mark.
Wow, he stunned Sergeant Slaughter with that jaw jacker right there, and down goes the Sarge.
Hooks the leg now, gets 1, 2. Oh, he almost got him. Hawk just nailed him from behind. Khrushchev now facing the fury of Animal. Legion of Doom handling business, so to speak.
Everybody hammering away on Crusher Khrushchev from the American team.
Back elbow once again, stunning him. Crusher Khrushchev making his return to the Soviet Union. Slaughter's got him up in the air. Drives him down across the knee of Hawk. And now it is the Road Warrior going to work on the Russian. There's a suplex. Oh no! The Road Warrior kicking out of that one. And now Animal with a capture plex sends him flying across the ring.
Well, right there you felt the sheer power of Road Warrior Animal. They don't call him Animal for nothing as he goes for the cover now. But Khrushchev able to kick out the back door.
Made the point earlier on. The Legion of Doom, they don't miss many days in the gym. And the power of Animal is absolutely phenomenal. One of the strongest men in the locker room, bar none. And there's that flying shoulder tackle that he's known for. From the top rope, Slaughter cannon. Slaughter delivering the doomsday device. So much action right now taking place. Hard to keep up with all of it. Slaughter's got him in a Calvin clutch. Referee is failing to control this one. We've got six-man action, but all six in the ring. Crusher, Khrushchev now got to work on Slaughter. Slaughter making his way to the corner. He's going to try and make the tag if he can.
Oh, but Khrushchev wasn't having anything to do with it.
The Russian sickle. Slaughter's in trouble. Bodies flying everywhere. This is chaotic. And now Animal dispatching all of them. Well, he didn't quite make it to Nikita Koloff in time. Slaughter just drove that fist out into the head of Crusher Khrushchev. Now he's bouncing it off the canvas.
Well, Crusher Khrushchev's been busted wide open and he's in trouble. The momentum and the tide have turned in this one. Once again, America is in control, if for only the moment.
The Slaughter cannon. Two count only. Couldn't keep him down. Russian leg sweep. The irony is not wasted. Khrushchev slips out the back door, clubbing forearm to the back of the neck. Referee trying to maintain order as best he can. But there's a lot happening in this one. All six men have been involved. All six men are being brutalized. Slaughter caught the foot. And now Khrushchev sent into the wrong turnbuckle. He dodged the bullet the first time. Will he be able to do it again? Down across the knee with a gutbuster, and then follows it up with a kick to the side of the head. Another back elbow right there by the Road Warrior. And now Hawk is in trouble. Khrushchev puts him up on the top turnbuckle. Slaughter not going to have any of that, not in his house. And now Hawk standing over a falling Crusher Khrushchev. Tremendous uppercut drops him. Reverse that Irish whip, and now again with that back elbow. Khrushchev with a back body drop.
Well, I'll tell you right now, both of these teams are really just letting it all hang out. We see the blood flowing down the face. Another overhand right. Khrushchev crumples into the rope.
What is Hawk going to do? Drops him across the top rope. Face first to the mat.
Well, that blood is really starting to flow now.
Hawk done a number on Crusher Khrushchev while his partners are helpless to watch from across the ring.
One of the key components to winning a tag team match is to cut the ring in half, and that is exactly what the Road Warriors are doing right now.
He caught him. Slaughter caught him with that clothesline. There's another one. The Slaughter cannon just took him out of his boots. And a 2 count he manages to kick out. Nikita Koloff trying to knock the Road Warrior down, but it doesn't work. Hawk was ready for it. Hawk right now hammering away on Nikita Koloff.
Wow, double team right there, Nikita Koloff. And then there's the Russian sickle. But the save was made by Animal.
Overhead belly to belly. Animal now getting outside the ring. Referee allowing a lot of latitude in this one. All 6 men are bludgeoned. Tag mate Slaughter comes in. But it's Crusher Khrushchev able to drop him over the top. Koloff comes outside the ring, but that might be a mistake. Hawk waiting on him. Slaughter inside the ring. There's the cannon clothesline. Hooks the leg deep in his corner. 1 count only.
Well, let's give credit where credit is due. Ivan Koloff just took all of that move.
Another variation of that Slaughter cannon clothesline. And now Slaughter's got him up, down across the midsection, and now what's he going to do?
Oh, I've got a pretty good idea what he might be setting up for here. Here it is. The Cobra Clutch. The Russians have been taken down. Somehow Ivan Koloff survives. Slaughter rolls over, hooks a leg. 2 only. We've got bodies everywhere. Slaughter trying to steal the moment right here. But Ivan Koloff, the wily veteran in his own right, surviving just enough.
Stiff forearm right there by Sergeant Slaughter, and another one. Makes the tag. Here comes Animal. Down to another gutbuster, and there's that punt to the side of the head. Scoops him up, and now Ivan Koloff out the back door. Fans, this one has been off the hook from the get-go. Power slam. We still have our world title match to come. Camel clutch is on, but Animal able to get out.
He's got him up against the ropes now. Let's see what he's going to do with them. Godbuster.
Working over the head and the neck of Crusher. Khrushchev arguably taking the worst beating and damage here in this match. Nobody home. Crusher Khrushchev has an answer. And a save made. The Road Warrior's not going down like that.
Oh, he's got him turned over again, though.
He may have him turned over, but he's not able to put him out. Half Boston Crab, not enough. Animal with a tremendous slam. Drove the life out of him with that one. And he still manages to kick out.
Well, I've got to tell you, I'm just a little amazed that this one is still happening at this point.
Is he going to do it again? Yes!
The impact of that slam, I cannot possibly do it any justice in words, fans. You have to be here live. You can feel the arena shake when he brings him into that mat.
And now the double team to the ropes. Double tackle, and now Slaughter, the legal man.
Crusher Khrushchev back body dropping Sergeant Slaughter. He should have taken the opportunity to tag out. However, he's been in there a little bit too long, in my opinion.
Well, now Crusher Khrushchev sizing up the Sarge. Went for the count and nobody there for the sickle rather. Bodies flying. Oh, Sergeant Slaughter just got caught from behind. He's out. One arm. Oh, I don't believe it. You've got to be kidding me.
Well, it's what we feared. The way the Great American Bash began is in fact the way it ends. The Russians victorious over Team USA.
I am at a loss for words right now, fans. As we look back on some of the moments from this one. That's right there. Looked like it was all over. It took three of them to get it done. Look at this. One arm barely draped over Sergeant Slaughter, but he was out.
I am telling you right now, this is not over yet. The NWA is going over to Moscow, and I guarantee you Sergeant Slaughter will be there.
Triumphant return for that man. Fans, the main event is next. All right, fans, it is time. This is the final match for the Great American Bash. It has been an incredible run this summer with some of the greatest NWA wrestling action to date. But it all comes down to this. It was supposed to be Ronnie Garvin going up against the Nature Boy Ric Flair for the world title. However, the Four Horsemen, many people felt, saw the threat of Ronnie Garvin, and they took him out. Doctors would not clear him to wrestle, and as such, we instead have seen his brother Jimmy Garvin step into the role. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin, who is undefeated here in the NWA, will be going up against the Nature Boy Ric Flair, trying to avenge some family justice along the way. All right, this is it. The world champion, the Nature Boy Ric Flair. For the past 35 days, he has defended that title 30 times, including tonight. He has managed one way or another to leave the arena each and every time, still the world heavyweight champion. Will he do it one more time?
Well, I'll tell you right now, a lot of men have stepped up and tried. Magnum TA, Barry Windham, Ron Simmons, and the list goes on and on. but Ric Flair did what he had to do. He is the self-professed dirtiest player in the game.
We get a look at it right here. That's what it's all about, the world title. Ric Flair, one of the most decorated champions in the history of wrestling, 16 times world heavyweight champion. He's not about to give this one up.
Well, he has fought 30 times, including tonight, but the first 29 this past month, he was fighting for the championship. Tonight, Jimmy Garvin, the opponent, is fighting for family honor. Flair has not faced that yet.
Going for the suplex, and Jimmy Garvin with the answer to it, and now a boot to the midsection, knee to the midsection again, and down goes the champion. Garvin going to work on Ric Flair.
Wasting no time at all. Look at this. He is going to pay him back for what happened to his brother.
Just stopping the chest. Look at the welt on the chest of Ric Flair. Oh my goodness, the body of Flair showing the damage. Going for that butterfly suplex, and he's got it. My goodness, Jimmy Garvin wasting absolutely no time in this one.
And you'll notice he hasn't made any effort to go to the door or to climb the steel cage. He is here for one reason, and that reason is to beat Ric Flair within an inch of his life.
Reverse the Irish whip, does the nature. Oh, that body drop, and Garvin goes down. The Ocean Center of Daytona is playing host to this legendary night of wrestling. As Jimmy Garvin again goes to work on the champion. Flair one more time is down, and again the boots come raining down on the champion.
Flair shoots the leg and now takes him down. Goes to work on the knee of Jimmy Garvin, and we know what he has in mind.
Well, Ric Flair, if he can put that figure four leg lock on him, he's going to. Singling that hour. Oh, here he goes. He's taking a turnbuckle. What do we say?
Through the turnbuckle straight to the floor, despite the fact that there's a steel cage. Good job, 2K.
Winds the arm up, takes him down. Fortunately, Jimmy Garvin, he's got that brain buster. If he's able to hit that thing, we'll have a new champion for sure, because the odds of Ric Flair getting out of a steel cage, if he's on the receiving end of that, are not real strong.
Well, Jimmy Garvin has been undefeated since coming here to the NWA as he rams the champion face first into the steel.
Oh, Flair returns a favor. But HOA Ric Flair continues to go to work on the challenger. But right now, Jimmy Garvin handing it out like he hasn't felt in 30 days.
Well, I'll say this. Jimmy Garvin has been just as active as Ric Flair has. Perhaps not as much. We're the same level of talent night in and night out, but Garvin has gone up against the likes of Magnum TA, who he holds a victory over. Yes, he has gone up against the Mulkeys, but he's also gone up against A-list talent. Ric Flair would have you believe he hasn't, but yes, he has been proven. And he's already proven himself here with a tremendous DDT.
Flair is in trouble.
And now Jimmy Garvin, what's he got in mind?
Oh, he's going to go for the brainbuster. If he hits it, it's over.
We may have a new champion right here.
Jimmy Garvin scaling a steel cage. Can he do it? Garvin is on the top of the cage. What's he doing?
He has Ric Flair looking at it. He made him watch. Garvin is the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
I don't believe it. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin. There it was, the brainbuster. We said if he hit it, it would be over. He sat there for a moment, looked down at Ric Flair, thought he was going to come off the cage, maybe. He wanted him to just realize that he was beaten by somebody with the last name of Garvin. We've got a new heavyweight champion here in the NWA. His last name is Garvin. Gorgeous Jimmy Garvin avenging his brother. Fans, that's it for the Great American Bash, but we'll be back with more in the near future. We are going to see the NWA in the Soviet Union.